Today I had a request for a loving kindness meditation, and I always enjoy soaking up the love and the kindness. Loving kindness is probably the foundation of our healing. And when we can turn that corner into being friends with ourselves and being supportive of ourselves, boy, that just makes all the difference. So instead of kind of struggling with the inner critic, or even if there are things that we're wanting to work with, it's not from that position of there's something really broken or wrong. And it can take a little while to get to that kind of full hearted, I believe that I'm okay fundamentally. It takes a while to get to that. And gradually, as we get further and further into even just maybe a slight possibility that that could be true, that maybe the reason that I feel the way I do and that I have the kind of life I have and all of that, maybe that has to do with my experiences in life and how my nervous system responded to that. And that at our core, we're not messed up. There's something alive and hopeful and whole in us. So doing a loving kindness meditation can help to get us into touch with that. And it might not feel true right now. It might not feel true at all, especially if we're really struggling with something. And to have the kind of guarded optimism maybe, or just the hope that I've seen other people and I think I could maybe do that too. It's so helpful to understand our nervous system and to know that our nervous system responses are not who we are. We certainly have a body and we have nervous systems. We have thoughts in our mind, we have our experiences in life and our beliefs. And there's more to us than that. So let's settle into noticing what's coming up for you right now as I'm saying these words. And there might be a lot of resistance or nah, I don't think so. There might be some, why does everybody else get that, but I don't? There could be all kinds of different thoughts going on in the mind. And a lot of that just relates to us trying to protect ourselves. So if you can, as much as you can, see if you could let yourself just kind of let those thoughts go into the background and notice your body. And when we are working with loving kindness, one of the biggest challenges can be towards our own body. And so you might notice what comes up for you when you're thinking about loving kindness towards your body. And often there's perfection or judgment. And so, right now, one of the ways that we could work with that would be to recognize thoughts are thoughts. Thoughts are words and pictures. And we don't have to necessarily be absorbed in thoughts. We could also kind of let them move to the background. So, loving kindness for me in my body usually starts with acknowledging that my intention is good. My body wants to work. It wants to work well for me. It's not trying to screw me up. So, that to me is an important knowing that even with really hard conditions, sometimes if I'm stressed, my body's really tight, or I'm not eating healthy, or I'm not sleeping, or something like that, that's a disturbance in the nervous system. And it's not a malevolent, my body's out to get me. My body actually really does want to do its best. And one of the ways we know that is that when we start to breathe and relax our belly, our breath starts to get more even, deeper. We stop holding our breath. So, tight body and tight breath are trauma responses, really. It's the nervous system not feeling quite safe enough to breathe fully. So, to take a few deep breaths, let our shoulders down, let our guard down. Sometimes that can feel really possible. Sometimes it feels like that's something we're going to have to work with through the whole practice. But just to notice that our nervous system, our organs, our autonomic system of breathing, and all of that, the intention of our body is to be as healthy as it could be and to be relaxed and breathing. But there's nothing in there that wants to mess us up. This is a fundamental confidence that I have in my body that it's always going to try to do its best. So let's sit with that for a moment. My body is always trying to do its best to be healthy. I'm not sure I could say my body loves me, but I can say for sure it doesn't hate me. Love and hate might not be even applicable. Our body is a system that works as well as it can. And we have a relationship with our system. A lot of that relationship is memories of being shamed or not feeling good enough or pretty enough or the right size or the right color or the right kind of hair or something like that. We might have pain in our body. We might have a body that doesn't work as well as we want it to or as well as it used to. So we have a lot of complex parts of our relationship with our body. So for a moment, just let that all come in. What is your relationship with your body and its processes and its size and all of what it comprises the body, our experience in our body? And if you were to do a practice of loving kindness towards your body, what would that look like? What would change or kind of thoughts would be there? And you might already have a very strong, loving connection with your body, a lot of kindness. You might be somewhere in that process. Check to see, is there a willingness to cultivate a more loving, kind relationship with your body? And part of that is that we take time to relax our body, to breathe. Let's just go down through the body a little bit more slowly. Notice your forehead and eyebrows. Let your forehead soften as you breathe out. If you're clenching your teeth or you have tightness through your jaw, loosen that up a little bit. Put some space between your upper and lower jaw. Let your tongue rest. Notice your neck and shoulders. Often, our neck and shoulders, our upper back are a really good example of how our body is trying to protect us. So we tighten up, we kind of brace against harm or danger. It's not actually helpful, but the intention is helpful. Our body is trying to help us to stay safe. So see if you could move your shoulders around if you want. Breathe in, breathe them up. Breathe out, let them soften and relax. Let your upper back soften as well. This is part of a kind relationship. We let our body relax. We notice. We pay attention to what's going on in the body. If you bring your attention around to the front of your body, to your chest, stomach, lower belly. Again, we're noticing now, we're paying attention to the breath as well, the movement of our body with the breath. And when we have a habit, a pattern of holding our breath, or if our belly is kind of tight and our breath can't be really smooth, the intention behind that is to protect us. It's our nervous system not feeling safe. So notice what kind of relationship you could have with your breath, your body. Let your lower belly in particular soften so your breath can go a little bit deeper. Let your breath smooth out a bit so that you're not holding your breath. And in a very soft way, we're not being pushy with our body. We're just softening the belly, let the body breathe a bit more freely. And then expand your awareness again to include the whole of your body, including your arms and hands, your legs and your feet. And notice what comes to mind when you bring your attention there. It could be something judgmental, it could be an image, it could be thoughts about I'm too this, I'm too that, or why can't my legs settle down? They feel restless. Let's just take a moment and notice what comes to mind when you pay attention to the whole of your body, including your arms and legs. And one thing we know about the nervous system is that if we're feeling like we need to be ready to run from danger, then it's going to be harder for our legs to relax. That's not you, that's a nervous system response. And so you could work with that however you work with it. What's your relationship with that? You might stretch and point your toes, you might shake your legs out. You might just kind of pay attention to them and let the muscles soften. Let your body relax and be at rest as much as it is comfortable being at rest. And then if we come back to cultivating loving kindness, it comes in now. I'm willing to be kind and present and connected with my body. And we're not trying to have a specific experience. We're really just noticing what comes up when I say that. Notice how free that is, or if there's some kind of hesitation. This is a practice. We don't have to have it perfect. Or if there's a feeling of I'm not ready or I'm not willing, see if there's a willingness to become more willing, just to dip into the body once in a while through the day and notice what's your relationship in that moment with your body. What kind of thoughts do you have? Is your body relaxed or tense? What are you enjoying about your body in any given moment? One of the things that the neuroscientists tell us is that we need to really tune in and appreciate the good things. So whether that's, appreciating that your body is a bit softer, your breath is a bit more full maybe right now, or after you've done a yoga practice or gone walking or stood outside with the sun on your face, whatever it is. It's a practice to bring our attention in and appreciate our body. And the difficulties that we have being present with our body in a kind way have to do with our past experience and our nervous system. It's not a fundamental flaw within us. So we could give ourselves that credit too. We're here, we're doing the practice, we're settling our mind, noticing what's coming and going. And then, if you want, you could put one or both hands on your heart and feel the warmth and support of your hands. And offer yourself your own kind attention. And just stay with this for the next few minutes. Stay with your own intention, with your own experience. I'm offering myself my own kind attention. That might look like being aware of thoughts. It might look like allowing yourself to rest. Just notice your breath, notice your heart center. And if you wanted to, you could deliberately focus on some parts of your body, especially maybe parts of your body that you're not always feeling loving towards. Maybe it's your hip joints that hurt, or something about the wrinkles on your face, or size, or something that you don't particularly appreciate about your body. And see if you could just focus on that for a moment, letting it kind of be bathed in your own kind intention, your own attention. And continue to notice your breath. And then bring your attention to something that you really enjoy about yourself. Maybe it's that you have a wide open heart, or that you can run for miles, or whatever it is. Bring your attention to something you really enjoy about yourself or your body. Let yourself be absorbed in that for a moment. And then when you're ready, come out of the practice, open your eyes, take your time.